little bit for an upbeat change of tune, shall we? Songtradr, the largest music licensing marketplace in the world, has today signed an exclusive partnership with the Australian-listed company Jaxsta. Jaxsta's share price is rising up the bourse like a Taylor Swift ballad hits the charts. And Jaxsta CEO Jacqui Louez Schoorl joins us here live to walk us through the partnership. Welcome to the program. Look, this deal has been music to the ears of investors. For those not in the know, what is Jaxsta and what is Songtradr while we're at it?
Great question. So I don't know if you're familiar with IMDb, the International Movie Database, but it's one of the largest databases in the world of credits for anybody that works in film or television. And if you think about the old recording jacket that used to come with vinyl or a tape deck, what we collate is all of the information of everybody that worked on that release. So everyone from the artists to songwriters, producers. And we now have the world's largest official public-facing database of all of that information. So we're one of the largest databases in the world with over 43 million individual pages and 115 million individual credited entities. And in terms of Songtradr, it's an incredible company. They started as a music synchronization portal and platform. They then added music distribution to their services, and now they're moving into neighboring rights. And because they're moving into neighboring rights, there's a beautiful synergy between the royalties that they're going to be collecting for musicians and the data that we have in our database that we have access to. So I like your analogy with Taylor Swift. Yeah, it's a great union, and it's showing in our share price today. Very happy day, Nadine. I can't stop smiling.
Well, I can see some champagne up there on the top shelf that I think you might be getting into once this is over. I'm a little bit jealous. I've got to go to the dentist, but anyways, I digress. Let's talk about how this will improve the Jaxsta business. So we'll talk about what it does for maybe musicians in a minute, but your business, from what I understand, is very much subscription-based. So will this partnership with Songtradr drive Jaxsta subs?
Absolutely. So we pivoted from a paid model at the beginning of the year to free, and we've just surpassed 60,000 members literally this morning, which is really thrilling.
Congrats.
And Thank you. Yeah, that was our original milestone for December was 30,000. So to surpass 60,000 second week of September is really fantastic for us. But what it will do for our members is that they will have the ability, by being a Jaxsta Pro member, to then plug into Songtradr, who have the ability to then go and search whether or not that individual has any neighboring rights royalties owing to them. And 9 times out of 10, they'll find that that will be the case. And Songtradr can then go and rescue those royalties for them, if you will, and we'll get a clip of the ticket of the money that they raise for those musicians. And the estimated pool of funds of unclaimed royalties in this region is between about $2.6 billion. So it's a very lucrative portion of the industry. And for anybody that has a performance right, so that's somebody that might be a guitarist on a track, they might be playing keyboards, they might be the artist. Every time that piece of music, that sound recording is played in any of the countries that are part of neighboring rights, there's a fee that's due to them. And it has previously been a really complicated process to get that revenue stream, and Songtradr is making the process seamless. So we are beyond thrilled to be working with them. It's really exciting.
Jacqui, I know it's very difficult to go and put a dollar figure on the potential revenue streams, but can you give a ballpark figure as to what this might actually go and deliver for the business?
Oh, look, at this early stage, guys, it's a really hard question to answer because we're at the beginning of this process with Songtradr, and they're at the beginning of their process of creating a neighboring rights revenue stream. But let's just say we're encouraged. We're both encouraged. We're very excited about this partnership and what we believe it's going to yield.
Yeah, and so Jacqui, is there anybody else or any other entity that is doing what you both are doing, either separately or now together? Because it would seem as if there's not a lot of room for competition in this space. You've either got the royalties or you don't, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, there are lots of companies that have stepped into neighboring rights because obviously that $2.6 billion pool is very appealing. And so there are other companies that are out there, but from our research and what we've seen, what Songtradr is offering is so seamless, and it takes the pain and the fear out of the process for the music creatives. And I think that's really critically important. And in terms of our side, there are a number of websites that exist that are open source that have music credits and information. But we're different in the sense that we get our data directly from the custodians of that information. So directly from record labels, Sony, Universal, Warner, from the Indies via Merlin. We're the first company in the world, the Recording Academy, aka the Grammys, have ever given their data to. So we have the ability to be able to show you a full picture of a release. Everybody that was involved, who mastered the album, how has it charted, has it been nominated or has it won any Grammys? So it's a very full picture. And prior to our launch, it didn't exist in the industry. So it's great for fans. And if you work in the music industry, it's a dream.
Yeah. I guess it's just something that the rest of us who just listen to music and aren't in the industry don't think a lot about. We hear it everywhere, ads, never give a lot of thought to all those people on, those music tracks that deserve credit and deserve to get paid. And that, I think, gets me to my next question, which is, it's been really difficult for a lot of musicians in this environment. Nobody's playing much live right around the world. So again, have you seen an uptick in the artists that are looking to get really what they're entitled to?
Absolutely. I mean, that COVID has been just horrifically devastating for our industry, for music creatives, for touring musicians, for the touring industry. The bottom of the industry kind of fell out over a matter of weeks. We're an incredibly resilient industry, so people have pivoted. They've been really clever. I don't know if you heard about the boy band BTS, but they did one virtual concert which netted $20 million, which is amazing. So people are figuring out ways to generate revenue during this time. But if you're a creative and you're used to being in a recording studio and collaborating with other musicians to write music, this is a really challenging time. So we have found that there's an entire industry that's at home right now that we've been able to mobilize and ensure that they get their credit. And in doing so, it's often helping them get paid in other ways. So we've found it to be, some good has come out of what is a very challenging year. And it's nice to be a part of the process where we're helping people get more work and we're helping some people get paid, which is, a great thing this year because it's certainly been a challenging year for our industry.
First to a bit of name dropping around here. So give us some of the big names that you sort of associated with and that have claimed their profiles on your platform.
There's so many. It's so cool. I love John Mayer. John Mayer's profile has been claimed. Our beloved Rita Wilson, who's a major supporter of ours, his profile's been claimed. Adele, Celine Dion, the Ramones. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get in trouble because there's so many. John Legend, Charlie Puth. I'm sure if you throw an artist at me, I'd be able to say to you right now that their profiles have been claimed. The uptake from the industry has been incredible. There's a really famous mastering engineer called Andy Wallace who's kind of worked with everybody, and his profile got claimed by his manager 2 days ago. Carly Simon's profile's being claimed. It's so exciting, guys, on a daily basis to see whose profiles have been claimed overnight while we've been asleep in Australia. It's the best part of my day.
Yeah, well, I can tell that you're a music lover and not just a data person as well. Jacqui, thanks for joining us today. Congrats.
It's my pleasure. Thank you both so much.